Now, issues around technology and automation, they were already changing the world of work even before the coronavirus hit. But since then, of course, tens of millions of people around the world have lost their jobs because of the pandemic. There have been stark warnings coming from the likes of the International Labour Organization, also the OECD, predicting unemployment rates could double by the end of this year. Well, just get yourselves ready for another stark warning, this time from the online jobs network LinkedIn. According to their research, the recovery in the global labour market since the start of COVID is stalling, and avoiding lockdowns isn't necessarily going to help to save jobs. Joining me now is Kimbrough, who's Chief Economist for LinkedIn. Karin, thanks very much for joining us. We've got a few things to work through here, but I'm interested in that point that we've drawn up there, that avoiding lockdowns isn't necessarily going to help.
That's right. Avoiding a broad-based lockdown just to preserve your economy isn't necessarily going to help. We see that in looking at Sweden, looking at Brazil, both of whom avoided hard lockdowns and yet still facing problems with getting their hiring rate back up and seeing a consistent momentum of growth. And then conversely, in France, which did have quite a few lockdowns and is just going back into another one, they've had a much more robust hiring recovery than either Sweden or Brazil. So there's no real reason to think that one type of approach to containing the pandemic is actually going to preserve your economy.
Right. What is going to help most? We said at the start there that areas of tech and digital, they're booming anyway. Surely they're booming even more now than relative to other sectors than ever before.
Yeah, absolutely. We're seeing a lot of just undercurrent of strength in technology. Anything that's digitally related, any kind of skills that are digitally intensive are in demand. And so that technology undercurrent is probably a long-term trend in the global economy, unlikely to go anywhere. But what's going to really get us back is having workers that have portable skills that allow them to be more resilient to any kind of shock. What's going to get us back is having the ability for people to be able to make job pivots when they want to career paths that maybe offer them more opportunities. And that's something that LinkedIn is focused on. And then the last thing I think I would just point to is what's going to get us back is getting off this roller coaster of stop and start shutdowns and getting to the point where the service economy can come back, because the service economy is very labor intensive, and that's where all the jobs are.
But that point about getting off the stop-start is sort of still feels out of our control, doesn't it? Let's wait for the vaccine and maybe we can start to move in that direction. Is the message then from LinkedIn really one of saying to, perhaps particularly to governments in a way, you've got to train people up for these digital jobs? I mean, I presume you're still getting rafts of those coming through your books.
We do have quite a lot of jobs in the technology sector, and millions of them. And we think there are going to be millions more, maybe as many as 150 million more tech jobs globally over the next 5 years will be created. So absolutely, I think the best way forward is if we and other companies can partner with governments to help create a labor force that really does have skills that are portable. And I think what we're doing our part, we've got something where you can come on our website and put in the skills you have and the job you have and look for other career opportunities that actually exist with real jobs that are open and available in your location. And so that's a Career Explorer tool that we've just launched, and we're super excited about it.
And a good pitch at the end there. Karin, thank you very much indeed. Karin Kimbrough of LinkedIn.
Thank you.
Joining